I can't tell you how excited I am right now. We just had Brent Gove on the Freedom Friday Mastermind, and he literally just blew the lid off the place. So if you're an agent or broker looking to expand and grow your business, listen to what this man has to say. He comes from a family of real estate agents, and he's been selling real estate for decades now. And what he's built at eXp Realty over the years is absolutely going to blow your mind. So if you're looking to grow and expand your business at eXp Realty, this is the call, and Brent's going to get you fired up as well. Be sure to hit that like button, consider subscribing, and share this video with your team members.
All right, guys. Well, I've got another amazing special guest here that graciously moved his schedule around. He's actually at a John Maxwell event in Atlanta speaking, and he's been texting me pictures all morning. Just literally got done speaking with John Maxwell, shook his hand, took a picture with him, and I am so fired up to have this special guest. If you guys don't know who Brent Gove is, you need to know who he is. You need to follow him. He is the big teddy bear. This guy will energize you like crazy. If you guys are not hitting your goals, trust me, after you hear him speak real quick, you're going to get so fired up. You're going to go out there and go crush it in regards to selling more real estate, in regards to agent attraction. So I know his time is very valuable. He's got a few minutes here, but I wanted him to fire us up in January, kick off, going into February. So without further ado, my man, Brent Gove. Brent, welcome to the call. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing awesome. How are you guys, man? Pat, great to see everybody and a big chunk of people. By the way, I'm a huge Margot fan. She's amazing. We were spending $4,000 a month to have a big family, and we got better insurance and vision and dental for $2,000 a month. I saved $24 a year with that company and get to have, do all kinds of choices with doctors and not be stuck. We don't take that insurance. So shout out for Margot and what she's doing. She's amazing. But Pat, you're awesome. You're a fantastic leader. What a good looking group. I've been scrolling through all these pictures. You guys are a good looking crew. I love it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go fast and furious. Pat gave me 15 minutes. So I'm going to break it up into two parts, the short game, the long game. I'm going to start with the short game. What's the short game? Surviving. Paying your bills, making your car payment, your house payment, your credit card payments, buying groceries, keeping the kids in private school, not just surviving, but kicking butt. The heck with surviving. So first thing I want you to write down, average is officially over. I'm closing the season. Hunting season is over. Average is over. There's certain seasons of your life when you're drinking and being crazy, and now you got to grow up and be a man. Be a woman. And so you close certain chapters in your life, and I'm officially closing the chapter on you right now of being average, of underperforming, of not doing something great with your life. And so you got to start saying nothing but net, because that's what Michael Jordan thinks when he was shooting the ball. Tiger Woods, man, it's going in the bottom of the cup. You're like, I'm going to miss. I'm going to miss. You ain't going to win in life thinking I'm going to miss. When you go on your next listing appointment, you're going to get it. It's not being cocky or arrogant, but going there, they probably won't list with me. Show them property. They probably will look at properties for a year, then end up buying new construction. That's all inside your head. And so you got to really get control of what you're thinking. Dr. Dennis Waitley taught me 30 years ago, the inner winner. Need a 10, got a 10. I got this, nothing but net. You got to think about what you want. I have a great marriage. I have a great family. And then love your wife, love your husband, love your kids. Get up with action and energy. As you can tell, I have energy. It's a conscious decision to infuse energy into this call. If your relationship is dead with your husband or your wife or your significant other, probably there's no energy there. If you're struggling with your teenage son or daughter, wow, I'm just not connecting with my son, my daughter. Up the energy, go after it like it's a $10 million listing. Would you wake up? Would you get all fired up for a $10 million listing? Yeah, I get 3%. That 3% of a million is 30,000. Multiply that by 10. It's a $300,000 commission. Man, I'm going to get coaching. I'm going to prepare. I'm going to rehearse how it's going to look like. Wow, you put a lot of energy into that. Did you get the listing? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Do you treat your 13-year-old daughter that way? Your 9-year-old son, man, your kids are counting on you. So let me tell you, energy. Have you been bringing 110%? Have you been, and I won't write this down. I need you to fail with velocity. The reason life is difficult, it is not because you do not, the reason life is difficult is not because you do not try. It's because you do not try that life is difficult. You're not swinging the bat enough. You're not stepping up to the platform. I'm not getting any chances. Those sellers are calling me. Okay. So that begs the question, how do I get sellers to call me for listing? Well, nobody's calling me to show property. Look, are you a victim or a victor? Write that down. I want you to ask yourself that question. Are you a mother freaking victim? Our interest rates got you down 6.5%, 7%. Are you a victim or are you going to be victorious? And what the heck is your point? Mama, step up. Daddy, go caveman. Like right here, right now, you got to have a come to Jesus meeting with yourself and go, me living life small is not serving humanity. Like Mother Teresa, tiny little woman, but she rocked the world and knighted by the Queen of England. You're not Catholic, but you love her. There's nobody that hates Mother Teresa. Martin Luther King, man, he had a dream and he backed it up with action. What's your dream? What are you going to do? Man, I'm just trying to pay my bills. Okay, so I'm going to give you the short game plan. It was a year ago I met Juan. I spoke like this. I get to my car, I'm opening the door, I'm jumping in. This 6'6" giant Hispanic kid. Turned out he was a linebacker in college. He's like 290, 6'6". Comes at me hard and fast. He's like, Mr. Gove, can we talk for a sec? He was like 30 years old, was a star in high school, famous football player, gets a full ride scholarship, goes to college, star in college. And then he got hurt and didn't make the NFL draft, and it was over. And he gets his real estate license. And Juan had not sold a home in the past 9 months. His mother got in his face and said, you need to get a real job. And it hurt him so bad. He's got tears. He's 290, 6'6". He makes me look like a mini fridge in a college dorm. He's like Refrigerator Perry. And he's tears run down his face because his mom was his biggest supporter. His mom was so proud of him. She wore t-shirts in high school and college. I'm Juan's mom, that kind of mom. And here she is going, son, you need to man up. You got a wife and a baby. You haven't earned a paycheck in 9 months. I go, dude, how do you survive? Because my wife's a barista at Starbucks, works part-time. We live off a small paycheck and some tips. I go, dude, no offense, but you need to freaking man up, Juan. And so I called him out. So I gave him some advice that changed his life. And I'm going to change your life right now. So right now, if you're on the phone, get off the phone. If you're doing something else, stop doing the addendum, the counteroffer, the purchase agreement. I need you to pay big attention, okay? You need to really, really listen close because this is going to change your life if you want it to. So here it is. I go, Juan, in the last 30 days, did you talk to 300 people about real estate? He is, no, I didn't. He goes, I'm doing everything I can. I go, so you're talking, oh yeah, buyers, sellers all the time, every day. I'm doing it. It ain't happened. I haven't had a sale in 9 months. I said, okay. Like how many of you talked to in the last, he goes, I've probably talked to 50, 60, maybe 70 buyers to sellers. I can't get listings. I can't get buyers. I said, Juan, you should have talked to 50, 60 or 70 in the last 7 days. You simply aren't at the plate. Well, that's uncomfortable. Write this down. Your future lies in the realm of getting uncomfortable. Now, here's the secret surprise. When you go out there, the uncomfortable becomes comfortable. And when the uncomfortable becomes comfortable, it's game over. It's like over. So I'm going to give you a really simple mathematical formula. Today is Friday. I'm about to catch a plane to fly to Northern California from Atlanta this afternoon. I land, I get up at 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. I take my giant family, and there's 12 of us with girlfriends. My older kids have boyfriends and girlfriends. They're in separate rooms, but we're all flying to Maui for 10 days. And I'm old school, man. They ain't sleeping together. You want to sleep together? Put a ring on it. Anyway, so I'm totally old school. My daughter is 23. Actually asked me what I thought about this guy. I'm like, don't do it. I'm tight with my kids. I wish I could say I asked my parents. I didn't. But anyways, so I'm off topic. So here's the deal. I challenged Juan. I said, tomorrow you're talking to 10 people. I don't care if you throw up on them. You are talking to 10 people tomorrow. You're asking them, hey, do you know anyone have a goal to sell 3 homes this month, 5 homes this month, 10 homes this month, whatever it is? Do you know anyone thinking about buying or selling real estate? No, I don't. 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 I did it 10 times. I got nothing. It felt weird. I talked to my dentist. I talked to the hygienist. I talked to the guy at the dry cleaner. I talked to the barista at Starbucks, man. I talked to the checker at the grocery store. I talked to my neighbor. Everybody said, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. It felt weird. Good. Mother effing good. You need to fail with velocity. You are not failing with velocity. Therefore, you suck. You want to get good? Fail. Because all of a sudden you learn how to get good. You will never get good snow skiing once a month. Come snow skiing with me every day for the next 30 days. You will be a different snow skier because you're going to get tired of falling. You're going to go, when I move here, I fall. When I move like this, I don't fall. And you start learning how to move with fluidity and what comes out of your mouth. So here's the test of one. You're going to talk to 10 people tomorrow. You're going to talk to 10, no coding in the, you guys are like, don't put stuff in the chat. It's blocking me. I can't see. Stop putting stuff in the chat. I love you. Thanks for the hearts. But here's the deal. Listen, you're talking to 10 people tomorrow. And when they say, you know, you're going to go the next step. Buy this out. I know it's crazy, but you know one who wants to buy or sell a business? You guys doing that? Oh, you weren't doing that. Do it. Businesses sell for $1 million, $2, $3, $4, $5, $10 million. You know what the commission is on that? $200,000-$300,000. Well, Brent, we're residential agents. No, you are not. You're residential and commercial agents. You don't handle the commercial. You have a partner. Your partner's Paul Frank in Sacramento, California. He does billions of dollars worth of real estate nationwide. So if you don't have a commercial partner, you now do. His name is Paul Frank. He works nationwide. He's sold billions of dollars, been doing it for 25, 30 years. He's a freaking stud, Paul Frank. Now, here's the deal. I recommend when you can, you go find a commercial partner. That's not at EXP. Don't you dare have a commercial partner at EXP. Go find one from Cushman & Wakefield, from Coldwell Banker, from Keller Williams. Well, why not EXP? Well, are you going to sponsor them? How do you sponsor someone that's already at EXP? If you give referrals to other people, you build a relationship with the Cushman & Wakefield agent, now you have the opportunity to bring them into EXP. Like people call me, Brent, you know in Boca Raton? No, Google. No, I want to use an EXP agent. Why? When I was at Remax for 13 years, I didn't use the Remax agent. When I was at Keller Williams for 9 years, I didn't use Keller Williams agents. I used the best agent. My fiduciary is not to Remax, not to Keller, and it's certainly not to EXP. Your fiduciary is to your client. Get off your ass. Google, interview 10, 20. Well, that takes time. Yes. When you want someone to do that for you and go interview them and find the very best agent, if it's an independent agent in Boca Raton or Phoenix or Albuquerque, New Mexico, then you refer them an independent agent who is awesome. That is your fiduciary. By the way, you just met 20 or 30 agents you didn't know in Albuquerque. Maybe you interview 50 or 100 people. You ever don't tell them I'm interviewing 100 people. Do you have a referral? Yes. How long have you been in real estate? My clients want me to interview a few agents for me. You have an excuse. They'll get to make the ultimate decision. I have to recommend 3. Wow, super impressed with you. I'm definitely going to tell them all about you, but they're going to make the last choice. But now you're meeting agents you've never met. I don't know how to meet anybody. Well, stop referring people to EXP agents. Quit doing that. I never played the corporate game. I'm off topic, but there's a little freebie. So when you ask them, by the way, do you know anyone who wants to buy or sell a business? Thinking, no, I've had my dentist practice for 25 years. I'm living in my dream home. I'm never moving. So you're done. Go to the next step. By the way, I know it's crazy, like Columbo. You don't even want to maybe buy or sell a building. Matter of fact, I do. Now you just said you don't even want to buy or sell real estate. They said, no, you moved on. You're not doing that more. Next question. You don't even want to buy or sell a business. No, I don't. Next question. Yeah, I know it's crazy. Last thing, I'll stop asking you. You don't even want to buy or sell a building. Matter of fact, I do. I've had my dentist practice in South San Antonio for 25 years. The commute with the growing traffic pattern, it's taking me 40 minutes to get to the office, 40 minutes to get home. I'm sick of it. My building's worth about $3 million. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to buy one in North Texas, closer to where I live, in San Antonio by the Hill Country. And it's going to cost me about $5 million. And I said, I can introduce you to my friend, Paul Frank. Until you find one, Paul Frank's your commercial partner. He's an EXP agent until you find one. Unless if you got one, great. Paul's the commercial expert. I'm the residential expert. You got to meet Paul. He sold billions of dollars worth of real estate. He will tell you exactly what your building's worth. And you might be shocked to find out it's actually worth $3.5 million. And you might find out he can get you that building you want for $4.5. But when you add that up, that's $8 million worth of real estate. You know what the commission is? They get paid more than we do. But let's just use 3%. It's a simple number. 2% of a million is 30,000. Multiply that times 8. That's $250,000, $240,000 commission. Now, I would tell that commercial agent, by the way, I'm going to partner with you. You get half, I get half. And if you're not good with that, I'll call the next Coldwell Baker agent. I'll call the next Keller Williams commercial agent. I'll call the next Cushman Wakefield Field agent, because the listing is worth its weight in gold. It's not a 25% referral. And so you get half of $250,000, which is $125,000 referral fee check. Stop asking people if they're just looking to buy or sell. By the way, you're looking to buy or sell a business, looking to buy or sell property, looking to lease anything. Do that 10 times a day. You could do it tomorrow. So you could ask your question. What is it? Here's your question. Ready? Are you lazy? That's it. You could be too lazy. That might be it. And enjoy your life. I'm not lazy. I got fire coursing through my veins. For money? No, for people. For love. I know you're like, you don't sound like it. I'm being passionate right now because I'm about to call my podcast. I have a podcast. You go to brentgove.com. I talk like this all the time. I'm about to change the name of it. Instead of the Brent Gove podcast, I'm called the Wake Up Podcast. Man, wake up. It's your life we're talking about. Your lack of activity is your kids are stuck in the public school system where they're teaching them weird stuff. I mean, some weird, wonky stuff. My kids were in private school. They went to schools that taught them how to be entrepreneurs, schools that taught them to give and to love, schools that taught them other stuff besides reading, writing, and arithmetic, and some other weird stuff they'll throw in schools. But you refuse to do the activity. So you're either lazy. No, I'm not lazy. You're afraid. You're lazy or afraid. Or number 3, you never really thought about it. And I believe you guys are in the 3rd category. You never thought about it. So tomorrow Saturday, you're going to ask 10 people. I don't care if you have to throw up on yourself. You're going to do it. It's going to be weird and uncomfortable. And then you're going to do it Sunday or Monday. But you're going to do it. If you do it 10 times the next 10 days, you're going to actually talk to 100 people about buying or selling a home. You tell them you have a goal. People want to help people. I have a goal. Really? I don't need people with goals. I want to sell 7 homes this month. That's ridiculous. I haven't even sold a home last month. So, of course, the reason you didn't sell 7 homes last month, you didn't have a goal to do it. Set a goal, 3, 5, 7, 10, 20. I set a goal to sell 30 homes in 30 days as a solo agent, no team. You guys are trying to sell 30 homes in a year? But I call BS. You're better than that. You sell 30 homes in the next 30 days. You know you're not going to sell 30 homes next week. You don't have a goal to do it. You got to think different. Hang out with different people. You can sell a home every day, easy. Why can't you sell a home tomorrow? I'll tell you why. It's not even on the radar. Ain't gonna get done. You're not at the plate. You're not swinging the bat. So I want you to talk to 100 people in the next 10 days. And then I want you to call Pat and say, I did it. And guess what? You're going to have buyers. You're going to have sellers. You're going to have all that stuff. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. What do you do then? Do 10 more days. And if you complete 10 more days, what do you do? By the way, Juan sold 2 homes his first month he did this. He talked to 300 people and sold 2 homes. He sold nothing for 9 months. He thought he was talking to everybody. I'm trying. He was a wandering generality, man. 99% of the real estate agents or brokers are wandering. You become a meaningful specific. I hate speaking missile, laser guided, 100, 300 a month. Did you talk to 300 people in the last 30 days? No, you did not. Did you talk to them about commercial? Talk about buying or selling businesses? People buy, I want to buy a Taco Bell. I got a Kentucky Fried Chicken I want to sell. Why not? Why not let them sell that for $1.5 million and you get a commercial? You get a piece of that. One of our agents referred his cousin in India. They bought a resort. The referral fee was $1.2 million on the resort at 25%. He should have done 50. He'd have made $2 million. Yeah, wow is right. So here's the deal. When you start talking to 300 people a month, you know why you don't talk to 300 people a month? I'll tell you why right now. I'm getting pissed. I'm getting so angry right now. Not at you guys, just at where we've come to in America. You know why? Because you were born here, man. You were freaking born here. Try growing up in Syria, Iraq, Baghdad. I got some kid named Abbas. He owns 288 doors now. He's 25 years old. You know why? Because he grew up on a concrete patio. He did not have a mattress till he was 9 years old. He went to school walking over dead bodies in Baghdad. You know why you didn't talk to 300 people in the last 30 days? You're comfortable, man. No, I'm not. I'm super uncomfortable. No, you're comfortable. If you're watching TV, you're comfortable. Get the dang couch out of your house. Take the TV and throw a sledgehammer through it. Quit living lives of quiet desperation. Do something, man. Wake up. Wake the hell up. I want you to talk to 300 people in the next 30 days. And then I want you to do that. I want you to do that for the next 12 months. And guess what? You do 300 times 10 is 3,000 people. You're going to have so much business. You're going to have buyer's agents. You're going to have listing agents. You're going to have this huge, massive, you're going to get to pick and choose your clients. That's what you're going to get to do. But guess what? If you keep doing whatever it is you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you're given. You're going to have to become something new and different to create something you've never had before. If you want something you never had to do before, you're going to have to become with someone you've never been before. That's why I'm here listening to John Maxwell. I was with Les Brown last night. TD Jakes. I was with TD Jakes last month. I go to stuff. I'll be at 10X with my wife on Valentine's Day. We're going to celebrate Valentine's Day in Las Vegas at 10X. I'm going to hear Usher tell a story. I'm going to hear Kevin Hart tell a story. I saw John Travolta get nervous. I saw him he's like, oh my gosh, you're so smooth. No, he's not. He's like us. He does the lines 10 times. No, do it again, do it again, do it. Cut, that was perfect, John. And we watched John Travolta go, wow, he's so smooth. He did the line 10 times. I watched John Travolta scared to death on a stage because nothing was scripted. It was all there. He was sweating. He was fidgeting. He was nervous. Guess what? Yeah, man, yeah. Your life could transform in the next 10 days. Doesn't even take 30. And then you do 10 more and 10 more. And you will never be the same again. That's why I have 35,000 people in my group. Because I'm a freaking little monster of love, of hope. I'm building the love boat. Do your clients know you love them? My clients know I love them. Do your staff know you love them? I don't have any staff. Start behaving like this, you'll have staff. Yeah, I got assistants and staff and stuff for everything. I delegate. I do the highest thing. This is a really good use of my time. Touching your life. Giving you a big old kiss from Brent. I've had 3 cups of coffee this morning. I'm so wired, man. I'm so fired up.
I love it.
Need to get drunk tonight. I don't need to put it into being happy. It comes out, baby. It comes out. It comes out. Be crazy. I'll tell you, I'm gonna end with this. I didn't get to play the long game. Get to talk to you about agent attraction.
Yeah,
Maybe
we'll do it another time. Yeah, no, you're good.
Invite me back another time, but I want to share something. Do I have 1 minute to share a crazy story or no?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, go ahead. You bet.
I'm gonna share the crazy story. Write down this word. Everyone write it down. This word, it has negative connotations, but I think used in the proper way is a beautiful word. Radical. Write it down. Have you gotten radical about getting rid of your debt? Have you gotten radical? Have you become so positive that you repel the toxic people in your life? Have you gotten, we're like, oh my, I can't handle being around her. I cannot handle being around him. They're so positive. Or it's like fingers on a chalkboard, styrofoam. Become so positive. You repel the toxic people in your life. So here's the deal. 2012, I'm in Cabo. I'm listening to Dr. Lance Wall now. He literally played a big part in saving my marriage. I've been married 31 years. I got 8 kids. We have 5. We adopted 3. About right the year we joined DXP, some friends of ours tragically passed away in the blink of an eye, and I had 2 twin 13-year-olds and a 15-year-old who didn't get to say bye to their parents. We cried for 2 years. The first 2 years at DXP, I cried every day of my life. It was serious trauma, man. These kids were devastated. And so I got this big family, but I almost lost it in 2010 in the crash. Man, I've been through the valley of shadow. I didn't live at home for 8 months. It sucked. I walked around my neighborhood at 3 a.m. because I couldn't sleep because I'm like, I gotta fix this. I gotta fix. And so Dr. Lance Wallnau played a big part of this. And he said this in 2012 in Cabo. He said, look, do you believe in the power of prayer? I'm like, yep, totally. It says in Proverbs, prayer is powerful and effective. Would you really believe it? I mean, I like those 2 words, powerful. I like that. And effective. It means it works. Just not on our time frame. God, remove this debt from me. Help me make some sales. It's like, why is he letting me suffer? Because he loves you. Do you do everything for your kids? Do you do everything for them? No, they got to fall down. They got to learn. They got to get some experience. You don't just give them everything they want. God's not like some giant slot machine in the sky. Come on, Jesus, do it for Brent, Jesus. It's so, but prayer is a powerful thing. So he said this. He goes, how many of you think it's important if you have a company to have a human resources department? There's 100 of us at this particular event in Cabo. I mean, people sold their companies for 100 million, 500 million, 40 million. It's a bunch of entrepreneurs. Said Dr. Lance Wallnau. The guy's in Dallas. Awesome Christian dude. Used to be a pastor in New York. I love Lance. Mr. Magoo. I love Lance Wallnau. Love Lance Wallnau. So him and his beautiful wife spent time with us after Build last year. They came to the Gaylord. We just hung out for an hour, had dinner. But so he's there, 2012, and he says this. I'll end with this story. He goes, how many think if you're a big company, you have a marketing department? Yeah. Would you have a finance, accounting department? Yeah. Would you have a sales department? Vice president of sales, you got to have sales, you got to have marketing, you have to have human resources, you have to have accounting. There's different social media, maybe someone in charge of social media for the company. Yeah. Yes, I know this is crazy. Just a thought here. You just threw it out there. Remember the word radical. He says, how many of you have a director of prayer for your company? Like a hired paid position where they just pray over the company and over you and struggles you're going through for you and your kids and your marriage and the business. Like, should we hire someone for social media? Should we hire a sales manager? Should we hire a virtual assistant? Should we hire a ISA, inside sales associate? Should we get that new software program? And they're just praying and praying. He goes, I know it's crazy, but you might think about hiring a director of prayer. Not that you delegate yourself. So I took action. And 10 years ago, I hired Rachel. And she's worked for me for 10 years of her life. She prays 40 hours a week, 52 weeks a year or whatever. I don't know. I don't check in on her. Are you praying today? But she calls me every week. She texts me. She goes, what can I pray for? We pray for staffers. We pray for agents. We pray for Glenn Sanford. We pray for Michael Valdez. We pray for me. I'm a knucklehead. I need help. Pray for my wife. Sometimes my daughter, Christina, gets a lot of migraines. We pray for Christina, but she prays 40 hours a week. And then last year we hired Lori, one of my wife's friends. She's at home. So Lori works for us. We have 2 people in that department. They pray 80 hours a week. So we don't have to know, because we believe we're radical. We're radical in a good way. We believe that prayer is powerful and effective. Now, here's the deal. When I hired them, I was making, 400,000 a year, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 a year in real estate. It was 10 years ago. I was pre-EXP. And then we went on to make 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 million a year. Now you could go, hey, it's just coincidence, blah, blah, blah. Or you could go, you went from hundreds of thousands to millions. I don't know. You think what you want to think, I'll think what I want to think. Maybe you could hire someone part-time. Do you believe prayer is powerful and effective? I mean, I know I told you I was going to get radical on you, but guess what? Martin Luther got radical. He had a dream, right? Their founding fathers, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, and say, goodbye, King of England. And their homes were all burned to the ground. They were chased across the United States by the British. Most of them died. It was radical. But because of that, in 1776, when they declared our independence, it's time for you to declare your independence. Average is over. I need you to get extreme for your future, for love, not for anger and hatred, but for love for your family, for what you could do. Anyways, I hope this was good today. I stepped meeting here in Atlanta, the Create Conference by Ken Jocelyn. Ed Milet's up next. I'm going to go in there and hear Ed Milet. I get these, and I'm growing. You got to become someone you've never been to do something you've never done. I love you all. Was that cool, Pat?
Hey, Brent, you're radical, man. That was awesome. I love your energy, baby. I'm fired up. Who's fired up? Thank you, Brent. I love you, man. Thanks for your time. I know it's valuable. Thank you, man. I love you, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great trip there in Hawaii.
Hey,
wish I could go. Yep.
Come to Cabo.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. But there's tickets. I think we have 100 tickets left. You can get a room at the Hyatt Park Place. It's 200 yards down the street. It's $99 a night. It's brand new, super nice. And then it's $150 a day to get a band for the Hyatt. So it's $300 a day plus your $99. It's about $399. If you get a room at the Hyatt, it's like $429.
Oh, wow.
It's expensive to stay at the Hyatt Park Place. Come in and Hyatt will send you a band. We don't sell the bands. but you get access to the property. You cannot get on the property because it's all inclusive. All your food, all your drink, adult beverages, 5 restaurants, the beach, the bar, everything. You just get a band every day. So don't say, well, I'm not going because I can't stay at the Hyatt Ziva. You sound like a spoiled child. Wild horses couldn't keep me away. And when the tickets are sold out, I would show up anyways, dressed like a mariachi band and sneak onto the property. Whatever. But that's March 27th to April 1st. You know, be crazy. And then I'll end with this. Build is going to happen this summer, July 10th through the 12th. Save the dates. Glenn Sanford's going to be there. Michael Valdez is going to be there. Dave Kennard. Everybody's going to be there. San Antonio, JW Marriott, Hill Country Resort. I was there a few months ago, signed a contract for the entire property. We bought out it's brand new. We got every single room at the JW Marriott 5-star resort, 2 18-hole golf courses, 9 acres of pools and wandering rivers. And the spa has a restaurant in it. Like you go to the spa, it has a full grill for healthy food choices. This place is amazing. It was $6 million. I'm like, my hand's shaking. I'm signing that a little bit. So you guys show up, come to Build July 10th, 11th, and 12th. It's a beautiful venue. We have thousands and thousands and thousands of agents there. You can see more about that at brentgove.com. There's my YouTube channel. Check it out. My podcast. You can come to Cabo or Build. Highly recommend that. Shareholders is in, I think, May with EXP in Orlando. That's going to be great. I'll be at all those things. I go to EXP Con. I go to it all because I'm radical. Love you guys.
I love you, man. Thank you, Brent. I love you, man. You're radical. Thanks so much for your time. Have a good weekend. Tell everybody I said hello in Hawaii, in Maui, and I will see you soon, man. Love you, bro. Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Love you guys. Thank you, Pat.
All right, guys. You bet. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys are fired up. I'm fired up. That was some great nuggets right there. Brent's an amazing guy. He's a big teddy bear, and he is full of energy, guys. So go out there, talk to some people about real estate, talk to some people, some agents about agent attraction, about EXP, and get out there and have some fun and change some lives. All right, guys. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. God bless. We'll see you back here next Friday. Take care. Bye, guys.